The first developmental milestone I want to talk about is the first school that I went to. I grew up in a poor town. The school lacked teachers, especially educated teachers. It lacked staffing. It was fights all the time. It lacked resources. It's lacked educational supplies. My mother went to that school and she had a lot of bad experiences, so she didn't want us to go there. So she sent us to a school. It was majority Caucasians, but it was a better school. The staff acted like as if they really cared about the students. They wanted them to succeed. They pushed going to college. They pushed doing your best, things like that. I excelled in the school. So the theory that I was believe that would be is Erikson, industry versus inferiority. And because I had a sense of pride because I was doing so well, I had a sense of accomplishment. Um, it influenced me to go to college. It influenced me to graduate. I ended up getting a master's and a bachelor's. I'm now in school for nursing. I had to retake a few of my science classes because they were more than 5 years old. And in the future, I one day would like to teach nursing students. My second developmental milestone is when I went away to college. That's when I actually realized I grew up from a poor family. My mother really didn't have money to send me when I was in school. I was the first generation, so nobody really understood what it was like to go away to school. My sister went briefly, but she ended up coming right back because she got pregnant. I was the first one that went and stayed longer than 30 days and graduated from school. I would want to help in the future other college graduates, especially first generation minority students, because I know what it's like to be in that situation. The theory that I would believe is behaviorism because I've learned so much from the environment that I was in at the time. My mother did the best that she could by us, but she fed us a lot of fast food. I learned to give my child fruits and veggies from my teachers at the school and just from watching other people, the way that they were with their kids. So I started grocery shopping differently. I started doing everything else differently. I now teach my son to eat fruits and vegetables, to eat a balanced diet, the importance of putting the proper nutrients in your body. I got that from actually being away at school. The last stage, developmental stage, is becoming a parent. I actually became a parent at 17. That would be another Erikson. So identity versus confusion. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know where I was going. I was ashamed. I was embarrassed, especially because of the district that I was in. I was the only one who was pregnant. So when my sisters went to school, they're older than me, because of the area we grew in, everybody was teenagers and pregnant in high school. My sister and several of her friends were pregnant. But because I went to a different high school, I was the only one, so I was like the bad seed. So I think it actually influenced me to go to college. It influenced me not to have any other kids because my sisters have multiple children. I only have one, my son, which I had at 17. It will also I will also in the future, if I could, I would help other mothers, young mothers, navigate college and get through college, because there's so many resources out there for young mothers to finish school so they can better themselves, so they can better their kids' life, and they can make a decent living. But a lot of people don't know how to access the resources. And I also try to put education, for what my mother put into me from my other experience and what I got from the first school that I went to. I also try to put that into my son. But those are the 3 developmental milestones that I will be discussing. Thank you.